Hello, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review, or should I say the final hour theme show they had tonight for Impact Wrestling. Since it's another pay-per-view themed show, Impact tried to treat this like a pay-per-view, not like Bound for Glory, but a pay-per-view themed show to, once again, fill out the 2 hours. But I will say some of these matches were built up tonight. As we had the final hour, tonight's main event would be Jordynee Impact versus Killer Kross for the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. Kicking off the show, like I said, once again, Impact's in his new time spot, and I believe this is the final taping before the next week's show, because I believe next week they will be in Las Vegas at the Sam's Town. I forget the name of it, but I know it's called Sam's Town. That's where usually Ring of Honor had done a lot of their pay-per-views and TV tapings. I know they've moved on to the Orleans Arena, to a bigger venue nowadays. Don't get me started on that, especially what happened back at the Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view, I believe it was called. Because, what was it, a 7,000 seat arena, and then I saw the photos of people, so it was like 500 people that actually came to that show, so I'm not going to get in on that, because I know they moved on to a big arena nowadays, but I guess Impact is taking the Las Vegas one next week. But, pretty much we kicked it off with the OGs, Homicide and Hernandez versus the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix. I would say a pretty good match. Well, mostly it was a really big spot fest, to be honest, that kicked off the entire show in this tag match. I know some say it was a squash or something, but I thought it was really good. Hernandez, the guy, just for a big dude, that guy just still flies like crazy to this day. But pretty much the Lucha Brothers that got the win over the OGs, even taking out Kingston once he tried to throw in a slapjack in the ring. Phoenix, I can't even name Phoenix's moves half the time. The way that guy just flies out of the ring or just around the ring is just insane. Even doing it was a swanton, and then Pentagon did a like a double stomp on Hernandez. They both hit him with took Kingston out with a super kick, and after that stomp and everything, they did like a wheelbarrow driver finish on Hernandez, pick up the win. So Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix pick up the win. I guess it's the end of this little feud, because I look at the OGs right now, and yes, I know they've been a lot of big angles on this show and everything with Kingston, but when is the last time they actually got a big type of win? Because they never really beat LAX when you look at it. Throughout the whole war with LAX, yes, Kingston did play mind games with LAX, messing with Conan and them, but when did they actually get a win over new LAX now? And now they pretty much lost to Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix, so I don't know where the OGs go from here, or they break them up, or trust me, they need tag teams on the show, okay? They really do. Or unless Kingston's gonna find a way to get it Conan again, because this kind of was another way to get him, like his new boys and everything. Yeah, you had LAX, but he knew Pentagon and Phoenix were his boys there too, since they cannot touch Conan now due to the I guess the truce. One half gets their part of New York and the other one gets their part of New York. So excuse me. So yeah, I don't know where they go on from here with the OGs, unless they come up with some divisive plan in Vegas, since we're getting out of New York next week. But moving on from that, pretty much they did show the Pentagon and Phoenix were talking to Conan in the back then. Conan congratulated them. They were speaking in Spanish, so I didn't know what they were talking about. LAX wanted to know what they were talking to. He was talking to Lucha Brothers before anyways. But Conan says, it's a party. They beat the OGs, but Ortiz said we already beat them a month ago. And they said, that was a month ago, more with another party. So I don't know where this leads to. Is this going to be, which I hope it is now, in LAX versus Pentagon and Phoenix for the tag team titles. I would actually like to see that match. See if Conan will turn on any of them, because you watch MLW or anything, I guess I should point that out. Conan does manage both Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix over there. So I don't know if he's going to turn on LAX or something, but I hope to see a tag team match with those four for the tag titles, because that'll be a kick-ass match. I can tell you that right now. LAX versus the Lucha Brothers, looking forward to it. After that, they then went to Don Callis and Josh Matthews, talking about the match that just happened, and they were talking about Cage going to Ohio tonight, which I'll get to that in a second. We didn't get to see the debut of Jordynee Grace, the newest knockout, as she went against Katarina Lee. I guess they're using her as enhancement right now, talent, I believe. Callis pointed out that, she's like the new Rhino or something, or how he managed Rhino, that she's short but powerful, which for a minute there I'm like, why did he compare her to Rhino? Like, okay, the gear, she's very strong, she's powerful, not doing this gore or anything, but, listen, the match itself, yeah, it was, a squash match to get over. I'm surprised, Katrina got or Winter, whatever you want to call it, got a lot of, offense on Jordynee Grace for a second there, but she did win with a bear hug. Yeah, I get that she's really strong and she can throw people around, so, yeah, I can go on from that. Listen, I don't know a lot about Jordynee Grace. I really don't. Listen, I saw it all in. I saw her pick up Cage. I saw her in that, all the out battle, over the budget battle royale she was in, and people liked her there, okay? So, I don't know a lot about her. I've heard about her on the internet, and she's been around. She's getting bigger. So, I am looking forward to see what she does on Impact. Like I said, I've seen her live one time when I was at All In. So, I don't know a lot, but to what I've seen, she's powerhouse, short girl, but very strong and can kick the crap out of people. So I'm looking forward to see what happens. Don't know a lot right now, but I guess the bear hug is her finisher. I'm gonna assume right now a bear hug right now. So I am looking forward to see more of Jordynee Grace, because like I said, I hear a lot about her on the internet right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing. Next they went to Cage, which they had that a cinematic, I guess, with him going to Ohio in his car. Dave and Jake Chris are out there with some security guards as at this Rockstar Pro Arena. Cage pretty much went in, throwing all the security guys everywhere, throwing them into a trailer, into a car, then picking up both the Chris brothers, saying, "Where's Sammy?" He pretty much dropped them and then went in the door then. So I will say the camera angles kind of switched from like a very cool camera, and then they kind of went back to I felt like went to a low budget camera when they went into the building then. It was cool when he was driving there and he was just kind of like going in, like he's gonna go in there and beat him, like he's like a beat him up game, like he's gonna go and like drove already out there and like beat up 4 guys. Next thing you know, Cage was in the Rockstar promotion. He pretty much said this is a shithole of a town in Dayton, Ohio. Of course, this is Sammy's promotion, I believe, so they've done this before where they're all like, some people say they're like a cult because they all follow Sammy. If you remember Eddie Edwards, they tried to invade one there, and they mostly were all saying OVE because, like I said, everybody in Ohio is a Sami Callihan fan, I believe, and because Cage called Sammy a bitch then. Callihan came out with like this, green title. It looked like the X Division title. So I guess it was for the X Division title right now, okay? And Cage was beating the crap out of Callihan out there. The Chris brothers tried to make the save, pretty much into a DQ. They couldn't, pretty much Cage threw them around. These other wrestlers, right, independent guys that worked for this promotion, tried to attack Cage. He swatted them and F5'd them, even did like a, not fallaway slam, but like a power bomb slam when 2 of them tried to get him. And it's, Cage was just kicking the crap out of these guys all over the place. He went back to Callihan. Dave Christian made the save as all these guys pretty much grabbed Cage and held on to his legs, arms, everything to, stop him. Sammy, he hit Cage with the X Division title. They start putting the boots to Cage, beating the crap out of him. Next thing you know, all these guys just start hitting like finishers on them, like a sliced bread #2 and a moonsault and a swanton, or like this crazy like cutter from the top rope Jake Chris hit. And after they beat the crap out of Cage and they power dropped him, Sammy held up the title, pretty much chanting everything as everyone in that promotion crowd said everything. I kind of liked it, okay? It was something different. Like I said, they did this before with Eddie Edwards. This was Cage pretty much going into enemy territory to find Callihan, to try to beat the crap out of him. But like I said, he was in, enemy territory, and it took like 7-8 guys to beat him up, which, Josh Matthews called them like the Avengers beating up Thanos or something, but it was like the opposite side in a way. So I honestly, Callahan hasn't really got a lot of offense on Cage in this feud. I believe the title's on the line next week when they go to Vegas, but it's like Callahan needs a whole squad to even take out Cage, because you know the "I'm not a man, I'm a machine" thing. If you watch Lucha Underground and you know do stuff like that, I wish they would use a better camera in the inside of the arena. I don't know what type of cameras they were using, but like I said, it was an interesting segment. I didn't hate it all the way. Yeah, some people are gonna compare it to Lucha Underground, but like I said, I didn't hate what was going on from there. It was interesting though, especially with like I said, Cage trying to go into enemy territory. Taya Valkyrie was talking about Tessa Blanchard, as she said she was a coward and punched the referee on purpose, and you know Tessa's just a spoiled, and Taya calling herself untouchable and deniable, and even though people say Taya just kind of comes off as complaining most of the time, especially Bound for Glory, since Tessa Blanchard did win clean, so it's like Taya's just been complaining multiple times. She says she is the Wera Loca, and she will become the champion of Los Knockouts. She said in Spanish, though. So, so that was going to go down tonight. Mackenzie Mitchell was talking to Moose and Killer Kross, as Moose said Eddie Edwards has been a thorn in his ass, and he was going to take out Edwards tonight. He was once my brother, but now he was going to beat Eddie. He wanted to hurt him. He wanted to end this. Kross pretty much told Johnny Impact that it's the end of the world. You're standing at the end of the world, and you know, tick tock tonight, John. Tick tock. KM and Fallah Bahh will have a smoke show segment with Scarlett Bordeaux. Once again, I liked it. I don't know why they have Shark Boy in these videos now, which people still want to be managed by her, as they went to Scarlett and everything, and you know, they thanked her for being successful right now, and Scarlett says, you know, you were successful, but you know, Fallah Bahh lost the title shot, and they say, you know, we'll do anything you want, and you know, he says you got to do something to me if you want this and everything. KM pretty much told Bahh to take off his clothes, and some music started playing at Vegas. It's the city of sin, bright lights, brothels or something, money, and you know, it's going to be strip poker or something next week, which KM fainted on the couch. The Scarlett Bordeaux smoke show segments are very interesting and funny, though. I do like that. I will say I do like those segments with Scarlett Bordeaux, this smoke show. Who will she manage? I don't even know, but the talent search continues. Eddie Edwards went against Moose. Probably was one of the best matches of the night, if you ask me. A very good match too. With, you know, there's a lot of brawl on the outside. Eddie tried to attack him, even when he came out immediately in a suicide dive. But pretty good brawl. A lot of back and forth. Moose got the win with the spear, which I feel like he needed the win, to be honest, because they're really trying to make him into a credible heel right now, because Moose has been great ever since they turned him heel. He sucked as a face, okay? They booked him like an idiot as a face. But, you know, as a heel now, I like it. I like whatever type of clothes he comes with next week. This guy's a great heel, alright? I like it. He is a very great heel. And he needed the win right here to move on from Eddie Edwards at this time. So, to move on from Eddie Edwards at this time. So hopefully they move both of these guys somewhere different. Even though the doctors checked on Eddie Edwards, he still wanted a piece of Moose. Next was Allie and Kiera Hogan. I guess we're back into the Undead Realm thing, which a lot of people seem to hate a lot, because they feel like this is just some type of cheap way of being the broken universe when they had it. Like I said about this Undead Realm thing, I liked the whole thing back at Bound for Glory with the whole lightning and stuff, because, you know, they went to both Allie and Kiera Hogan, and James Mitchell talked about the investment, and, you know, they had a deal, and she talked about Mitchell terrorizing Rosemary and her, and, you know, I guess that her soul belongs to Mitchell or something, and I gave you a new life, so you got to hold up your end of the bargain, and she said she'll do it. Gonna feel, bring your soul back or something, but she can't hurt Kiera or Rosemary or something. Which her, he held her hand out, and, I guess this lightning thing happened, and, Su Yung pretty much kind of teleported there, which they took Allie, so I'm not understanding a lot of where this is going, but it's like I said about this whole undead thing. if you let Matt Hardy run crazy with this, yes, there was better production with because Jeremy Borash did it, but I didn't hate it back at Bound for Glory, and I don't really hate it right now. It did again, like I said, you see a lot of crazy stuff like this on Lucha Underground. You know how many murders I've seen on Lucha Underground in this past season? I know the season finale was, last Wednesday, but you know how many murders I've seen on that show ever since I've started watching it, especially this season, because they murdered a lot of people, from sacrificing gods to Johnny Mundo Impact, whatever you want to know, using an Infinity Gauntlet to beat Matanza Cuerto. Okay, they killed Matanza Cuerto. Black Lotus, or Angela Fong, I think her name. She didn't bring the triad, because Kairi Sane and Io Shirai and WWE, but I've seen stuff from Nad and Jack Swagger, which, dude, I don't even want to get on him being a champion right now. Wade Barrett being the Lord, Dario's bad, dude. Like I said, it's so much wacky stuff with demons and murder and magic and time travelers like Aerostar, which, by God, that man's had a lot of segments on there too for being a time traveler. So I can't get mad at this whole undead universe. Like I said before, if they let Lucha Underground run wild with this stuff, and Matt Hardy did, why are people even hating on this? Yes, it's wacky, I get it, it's so crazy you don't even know what to think about it, but I'm not gonna get mad because people love that Matt Hardy broken thing, and hey, I wish it'd come back too, but they loved it though. They like that stuff with him and Jeff, so you can't really get mad at this Undead Realm thing that much. Eli Drake came out with Joseph Park, talking about how people in wrestling used to be men, characters who dominate with their hands, feet, words, and he's the last of a dying breed, which people chanted for him and cheered Eli Drake, and not a bunch of this violent crap and everything, these hardcore guys and people like Abyss and stuff. He liked when wrestling was the real wrestling, he said. And he had an open challenge or something. He's not going to do the open challenge now because of them having an unsafe work environment, which he gave Joseph Park the mic as they were going to sue Impact, because there was an example of the OGs versus LAX in that concrete jungle, which, like I said, there was a loose floorboard there, so somebody really could have got hurt really badly in that match. That was a dangerous match. But Park, he had yes, anybody wanted to join, come out. Drake then pretty much beat him up, said it was Abyss, and he's trying to convince people who've been corrupted by Park, because this hardcore side, like, I know you're Abyss, so stop playing, and he beat him up with a chair, and I don't know what they're doing with Eli Drake. Like I said, I like Eli Drake. I think he should be back in the world title picture, because first they were having, like, he was doing comedy things every week with Trevor Lee and them. Now it's kind of like, okay, now he's in a feud with Abyss. Hopefully this is the one-off thing and he beats him and they move him somewhere upper in the card, because I like Eli Drake, and honestly I think they really better figure out what to do with this guy, or they're just going to lose him to WWE like they've lost a lot of these guys they fucked up on pushing. So come on, Drake was a former world champion in this company. Come on, push this guy to something big, okay? The guy's great. He's grabbing the mic. I'm a fan of his. So they really need to do something better with him than having him fight Abyss or Joseph Park in this feud, or whatever his feud is. Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, pretty much talked about Kross, as he called him. He had his card tonight for Starship Pain. I don't know, he says a lot of weird stuff. But in the main event, though, Impact and Killer Kross, which was not a bad match. They immediately got Moose out of there at the beginning. Impact did win, though. It wasn't a bad match, and yes, Kross, the guy, looks crazy and did good out there. I was actually surprised, he beat him clean, though. Impact hit him with a Starship Pain for the win. So I was actually surprised. I thought they were to protect him, because the guy's big and he's killing everybody around here in a way. So you don't really want to have this guy lose a lot. If you do have him lose, have him protected, maybe with a roll-up or some interference, a DQ or something. I know it was for the title and stuff. And they really did hype this well into tonight's show for the final hour, because I did like the promos they had Kross do last week, making him look like a sociopath, making him like just very sick and sadistic out there. So I feel like they need to do something a little bit more with Kross. I don't know who's the next going to be moving to Impact now for the title, maybe Moose or something, because Austin Aries isn't around. I don't even know what happened to Austin Aries. I don't even know if he's in the company or he's out the company. I don't know, okay? I honestly don't know. But, as for this final hour thing, I didn't, like I said, it wasn't really that bad of a show. There were still some bad parts, but I didn't think it was that bad. I did enjoy the world title match. I did enjoy Moose versus Eddie Edwards a lot. Even the beginning with the Lucha Brothers and the OGs, just for, even though I knew kind of Pentagon and them were going to win, it was still a pretty good, spot fest tag team match. One thing I did not like is what we're doing with Eli Drake. I don't know what they're doing this with Abyss and that, so I don't know what the plan's going on from here. And I guess another positive too, Jordynee Grace debuted. Like I said, I don't know a lot, but I'm looking forward to see what more she offers on Impact. Just, I don't know, maybe I need to go look up some more footage or something to see how good, she is. So, like I said, my only experience was being it all in. But that's my review. I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out. Comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought about this final hour show, this Impact theme final hour show. But, excuse me. Yeah, tell me what you think about it. But I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out. Comment, subscribe, and I'm repeating myself again, but hey, comment and subscribe. Just click that subscribe button if you got to, and follow me on Twitter, HoodTheKnight8890, so I can get some more out there with these videos. But I'm out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out, and go listen to the El Fin Mundo. Maybe I'll put a link into that. Maybe I need to do that too. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace.